What's up, guys? It's Alec Mac 111. I know it's been a while. Your boy graduated college. The video that I showed before this will kind of explain a little bit in depth. So if you want to kind of know what's going on in my life recently, go ahead and go watch that video. But I have a ton of stuff to unbox. So I basically accumulated these packages over the past 2 months because the final session / quarter of college was crazy. So I've already taken some of them out, but these are new guns that I have gotten. I just don't want to deal with all the unboxing and all the packaging material. And I am going to be doing a giveaway for 60,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. And then I'll probably announce it either here or on my Instagram, and that'll all be in the description, but it'll be in one of the next few videos. And it should be something cool depending on either if a company's able to sponsor me and do it together, or if I might potentially be giving away one of my guns in my current collection. So we'll kind of see what's up. But first package is actually the one that's going to start out pretty crappy. So this came in pieces. This is an old ICS SIG. It has a really cool rail system on it. I think this is a Lilacs rail system, which is a really nice rail system. And honestly, that's why I traded this. I traded both of my Gas Blowback Desert Eagles for this and another thing. But this thing is a pile of crap. The stock is loose. There was tape on it in order to hold it. This part is loose. They included a scope mount on it as well. However, the scope mount is broken on it. Half of it's sheared off, so it's broken. The magazine is falling apart. The mid cap is. The high cap looks like it works fine. It seems like it works fine. Obviously, I can't shoot it. The wiring is actually right here, so it came with some sort of retarded plug, and so I've cut it out, and I'm going to have Sure Shot Midget either wired externally to a box, if I even deem that this gun is fixable. It's got a Connects piece, part of the Lego Connects part or whatever, holding as the rear pin. Doesn't have flash hider, and back sight's missing. Just a lot of things with this gun are absolutely trash, and I was kind of disappointed with what I got. That actually will probably send the video to this kid and show him all the parts. It just came in really bad shape. Did come with an ACOG too. This thing's kind of been beat up, but it's pretty cool. He said it wasn't working, but a cool little part. However, the rail that was attached to this is broken, so it can't even fit on the gun in the first place, which is kind of an issue. High cap mag, mid cap mag, and then I got this with it as well. This thing is a KWA. So the holster is really nice. This is some sort of Kydex holster. It doesn't have any of the mounting hardware or anything, but it actually is a pretty cool holster in and of itself. However, the back of the gun is basically broken. I don't know if the KWAs do this very often, but the grip here is broken. So you can see the internals right here on the left side, and then the right side's even worse. So I can see the internals on there, and whatever's inside is pushing out on this. It does cycle barely. It does actually shoot. It doesn't shoot well at all because it looks like it's been sent through a meat grinder. But that is the first package, so might as well get that out of the way, and then we'll kind of start with the better stuff from here on out. So second thing I got, I've actually been interested a lot in high kappa stuff, so I've been kind of perusing eBay and looking for some stuff. And I bought 2 high kappas in this video, and then I have another one coming. I'm just trying to getting used ones and then experimenting with them a little bit because I'm getting more experience with the guns. I believe now that I can take the guns like completely apart and put all the parts in, and I'm still working on getting better at like modding them, and some of the placement and some of the fitment with the guns are somewhat problematic, so I've been able to try and work on that. But this is a 5.1. This is the silver version. This is the first silver version I've ever had. It's used. Some kid in California used it. I did put some short stroke buffers in it, so I ended up buying some short stroke buffers, and then I put the green ones in this. I'll probably do a video, or I put a green and yellow one in this. I'll probably do a video soon on some sort of high kappa upgrades when I get better and more consistent at being able to upgrade them. Comes with the 1 TM mag. This one actually looks like it's in pretty decent condition. It also came with what I believe is a WE. I don't know, I've not checked if this is a WE or a KJW, but I believe it's a WE extended mag. It does hold gas, and then another WE short mag, which is pretty nice. So it came with 3 mags in the package, which is always good. And the guy used it. He said he used it a little bit, but it was like a pretty consistent gun. He said he loved it, but it looks like it's definitely pretty worn. You can see there's wear there, but I think I bought this for like $130, so with 3 mags, it's a pretty good deal. If there's a high kappa, if there's Tokyo Marine high kappa anywhere for about 130 bucks, I would definitely recommend buying one because TM high kappas are just really, really nice and really, really solid. Another one I actually bought, this was from China, so I was on eBay as well looking through, and I found this for 130 ship. This is the Tokyo Marui 4.3 dual stainless custom, which is really cool. I really like the low receiver. I have not decided whether I want to build a 5.1 or 4.3. Basically, the lower receiver is the exact same, and the upper is the exact same. However, it's just length. So instead of the 4.3 is obviously shorter, and then the 5.1 is obviously longer, and I can show you in a comparison. Here, it's not much of a difference, but it's like enough of a difference that some people really prefer. That was a good dodge. Some people really prefer using the 4.3s as opposed to the 5.1s. I'm actually slow that down in slow motion because that was pretty funny. But this gun is super cool. I might end up upgrading this because they said this was used, but it literally looks like it was brand new. I took it apart. This thing, I don't know if it has a different recoil spring on it, but this thing kicks super, super hard. I put in 2 short stroke buffers on there as well. For some reason, this cycles incredibly fast. I don't know if it's because it's smaller and they use the same stock recoil and hammer spring, or if this specifically had upgrades. But it has an awesome silver magazine, and I'm real excited with this. I really like this size. It's not like completely different from this, but I really feel like holstering and then drawing could be really cool with this 4.3. I just wish I had more indoor fields to test all this stuff out, but unfortunately, I do not. All right, next, I think this is the second to last pistol we have. I traded some stuff for this. I'm gonna try and move some of this out of the way. So this is a pistol package that I ended up trading. I forget exactly what I traded this for, to be honest. So he gave me knives. These are 2 knives. I found this on HopUp. He gave me these. I traded him, my 2 Elite Force 1911 tacs. That's right. So I traded 2 Elite Force 1911 tacs for this, and this is actually the first pistol that for the first FNX that I've ever held. I know these have been out like 2 or 3 years, but this is the first one that I have ever held, ever touched, ever shot. I've actually not shot it yet. Except for like in my dorm room a little bit because I was just testing it out and seeing that it cycled. One of the mags does leak, and unfortunately he gave me a broken red dot on it, which kind of sucks. So I asked him for money, and he's being a real douchebag and just not like talking to me or not even responding. And then he pretended to be someone fake on text. You guys just got to be careful with trading sometimes. Not a huge deal. I gave him 2 1911 tacs that were in beautiful condition and a fake Serpa holster. But this gun is pretty consistent. It did not come with this. I actually am working with Tiger 111 HK, which is funny because they're 111. My name is 111, so it's just kind of funny that the names, and they included this. I asked them, hey, I'm interested in doing like a laser light review on a pistol, and I knew I was getting this pistol, and look at how beautiful like that fits. I know it doesn't match the slide or the frame like completely well, but honestly, it's pretty darn cool. And so it has the laser there. You got your red laser, and then it also has a light on it as well. So if I just tap the light, and the light is actually like pretty darn bright. I'll flash the camera real quick. It's a pretty darn bright light, and it's a really cool and like easily maneuverable system. So it was just something like, this thing is awesome. I'm curious how well it shoots. It did come with a tight bore and a upgraded bucking. I don't know what brand, obviously. The bucking is green, and I have not looked at the tight bore yet. I haven't taken it like apart. I don't trust myself with this pistol yet because I don't know it well enough. But it is in pretty decent shape. It's kind of beat up, but it's a really, really cool pistol, and I'm really excited for this. And the last product that Tiger 111 HK sent me is this beautiful piece right here. This is a new backpack. I have 4 backpacks sitting right there, and this is my 5th one. You guys know that I love backpacks a ton, and this thing is no different. So this is a Ranger Green. It's kind of like a rucksack. I actually got this in case I ever go play at like a Milsim West event. I really want to go play at one of those. And I want to use this as a potential rucksack so I can throw all my gear in here. It actually opens down the front, so it's really interesting. And then it's got like a big bladder in here for if you want to carry your hydro and stuff. Got a lot of really cool pockets. And then it's got a great suspension system. These straps are really comfy, really sturdy. And this thing is made out of 1000D CORDURA nylon. So it's just really, really high quality. And I believe the company, so Tiger 111 HK sent me that. And then they worked through another company that was kind of involved with them. I'll put Tiger 111 HK's, the products, I'll actually put both those in the description. I'll list their products as well. Next up, we have a stubby gun that I bought off Craigslist. So I bought this from a guy for like this, and then a bunch of like gear. I left it out in the hallway, a bunch of gear and stuff for like 200 bucks. The gun is definitely kind of beat up, you can tell, but it does have a super nice Daniel Defense rail system on this. He has managed to throw this gas block and put it upside down. It's kind of like if I were to play like an end of days event or something with like a zombie game, like this would be really cool to kind of run around the field with. And it actually brings me back to, who's FaceTiming me? Hey. Yeah, I'm filming a video, so that's cool. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna shut my Mac real quick. Anyways, end of days gun. This is an ICS split gearbox gun. It has looked like it's gotten beat up. Sure Shot Midget loves his split gearbox gun, so I'm gonna have it get worked on a little bit. Upper receiver's kind of cracked. It does have a pretty nice full stock. Wiring goes in the back there. It's got some Magpul EMBA sights as well. These are like pretty decent sights. Some sort of red dot. Have not tested if this works or not. But I also am not really sure what grip this is as well. However, it's just a cool little gun. So I got this and a bunch of stuff with that. And it ended up being like a pretty good deal because I got quite a few things in it for a pretty cheap price. Next up, we're going to do my mystery box that actually, obviously I can't redo a mystery box. But I got an Evite mystery box for 150 bucks. And I was like, hey, mystery box. Ended up using my 5D Mark III. This is a new camera. Hopefully you guys noticed some different quality updates. It should look way better. The other one, the T6i is pretty good, but the 5D Mark III is like a really, really, really nice camera. And I did it, and the file corrupted because I used a memory card instead of a compact disc. Some of you guys will understand what that means, or compact flash. Some of you will not even know what I'm saying. But I did get an Evite mystery box. This is some sort of like helmet system. It's in Cryptek. I think this is the Cryptek Mandrake is what the green one is, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, Mandrake. Highlander's the tan one, I think. So this is Cryptek Mandrake. It looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like a front. This is like the save face masks. Sure Shot Midget wouldn't like this because it's not a die, but I think it's kind of cool, and so it's definitely unique. And then I also have an APS Shark. So this is a new pistol that APS came out with. It's kind of like a Glock design, and then it comes with 2 green gas magazine, which is actually pretty cool. Or I think these are green gas, not propane, or not CO2. I believe these are both green gas. However, I've not checked. Nope, they're probably CO2. To be honest, I have not even looked at these. There's no lever, so yeah, they're CO2. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if they have, yeah, they have CO2 version, so they might have a green gas version as well. I really like CO2 because it's easy. You throw one in there, you usually get 2 or 3 mags instead of having to reload it every time. And then it's just easy if you want to reload it on the field instead of having to carry a gas can. Not shot this or anything or done a review. In fact, I didn't even know this was one of the options. But it was one of the basic options, and it seems like it's pretty cool. Came in some weird packaging. Definitely like a kind of cool little thing, kind of like open it up. I got like the lunchbox feel when I was kind of pulling it out. But overall, this gun is pretty cool. I'm excited to shoot it. I will definitely test it. Another thing, if you guys stayed this long in the video, you'll definitely get a little tip from this right here. This is a Field Sport Red Dot. So this thing is awesome. I can buy this and a UTG half-inch mount. I believe this is a half-inch, or this is the medium or mid-level riser or whatever. This red dot right here cost me about $40 a piece, so I can get these for $40. They work well. I actually have one on my real AR. They'll probably will. I'm gonna obviously upgrade the sight on that, but for now it's a pretty consistent red dot sight, and so it's designed to work with like a 22 rifle or something. But for airsoft, that means it's great and it's super affordable. So and it comes with like battery and everything. So if you want to look at that, I can probably link that in the description as well, or you can DM me on Instagram. Next up, we have a gun. I think I have 3 more rifles. So one rifle, yeah. This one is an Echo One MTC3. This is one that I actually just got like 2 days ago. I bought this off of a guy as well on Craigslist. I try and snatch up stuff on Craigslist if they're really good deals, because I know that, hey, I could probably play with that gun, shoot it around a little bit, and then maybe sell it to somebody here or there. And this gun is one of those guns that it's absolutely awesome. All right, here we go. Box looks like it's pretty dang old. Echo One MTC. It's like their M4 G36 version or variant of the gun. The guy actually got this at Airsoft Smith, or got the battery at least at Airsoft Smith. So he has, which is a really old store local to me before they ended up closing down because they weren't making as much business as they could have. And then he's got the pin in here. Oh, this is cool. It has a swivel mount. So if you want to put the swivel mount on there instead, I believe, or wherever that point is. And then so there's I'll grab the pin later. But this is actually kind of cool. So it uses the same like standard M4 stock as well, which is pretty kind of cool. Gun looks like it's in okay condition. Doesn't look like it's in great condition. Looks like it's definitely been used a little bit, but test it. Comes with a decent battery, so it should be hopefully it'll be working well. I think that pin is in here somewhere, so I'll just grab it. Wow, those mags. That's an awkward way to fit mags. Probably because it's meant to be G36, so the M4 conversion isn't super great. Next up, second to last, before we get to this super cool 416 in here, this has got to be the most interestingly packaged gun I have ever received in my entire life. This looks like someone would send one of those cardboard things you use in a school project. All of you that are 10 or have been 10 at some point know what those are, kind of what I'm thinking of. And so the gun just kind of came in here like that, and it's pretty cool, to be honest. Like a pretty smart way. He said he didn't really have a package, so he's going to try and find something. But this is a KWA KM16BR. These are the old, so for those of you that have been in Airsoft recently, these are the old school KWAs that everyone used to fight over. Everyone was like, oh, I want a SR7 or SR12 or KM16BR. Like, these were the guns because they had metal bodies. They shot like a really high rate of fire. So every 13-year-old around the block, at least in my neighborhood, my friends were like, oh, that kid has a KWA and 11.1 LiPo, 23 rounds a second, like God gun or whatever. These things work really well. They had the interesting like V-prong hop-ups that tended either to work really great or didn't work super well. But this thing works really well. I shot it once. It cycles fine, and the gun looks like it's in really, really good condition, so that's always a plus. Has a vertical foregrip as well, and then just a standard quad rail system and a high cap. It did not come with a battery or anything, but I bought this gun. I think this gun was off Craigslist as well. This is probably the oldest gun that I have in this group because I bought this like right before the end of last session, last quarter as I have it. That's just the SIG. All right, last gun in the deal. This thing is definitely I saved the best for last. I tend to do that in my videos so that you guys are really like worthwhile staying around at the end because I know my unboxings are really long and I wish they could be shorter, but I kind of want to talk about guns when I open them. And this baby is so sweet. So I'm gonna whip it out of the package here, and you guys are probably gonna freak out because that's what I did when I saw it. I actually traded my KWA Vector for this, and as much as that hurts, because I didn't get to use the Vector a ton, this thing is so cool. Shirt Shop Midget actually wants me to Polar Star this, me to get back in the HPA game. So if you want me to Polar Star this, leave that in the comments. Say Polar Star 416, and maybe I'll end up Polar Starring this because this thing is really cool, and I think it would fit well. I know the VFC bodies fit really well with Polar Star engines. But whoever, like the guy that I got this from, he just set the externals up so beautifully. It's like a crappy flashlight, standard iron sights, good T1, fake PEX box, and then some grips and an RVG. But like whatever he did there, it just feels really good. It feels great to shoulder. It just feels like a really solid gun, feels really sturdy. I ended up putting this on the end of it. It did not come with a flash hider, but I put this, which is an ASG flash hider to suppressor because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put on there. Has a "Don't Tread on Me" sticker, and then it talks about the Second Amendment. This is just a super cool gun. It's clean. It doesn't look like it's been used a ton, but it definitely looks like it's been loved and like well cared for. But I think that's it. I think that's everything for this. I'm actually going to be heading out in like 3 days to a job back in Indiana, so I'm going to try and get some gameplay footage this summer, but when I'm going to start playing will probably be more next year. I know after I graduated, I was like, oh yeah, I'm really going to start playing more, and I know some of you guys are like, Alec Mac, start playing Airsoft or start uploading gameplay. I'm trying to. I have some gameplay footage that I think I'm going to start uploading and editing, but this has been Alec Mac 101, and I'll see you guys later.